I've been so tired with everything going on. I have neglected myself and my health, and so my skin now is breaking up really bad, letting me know that I need to chill. So today I decided that I'm gonna take a slow day, still get things done, but slow down a bit and take care of myself because that is very important. I wash my hair and so it's wet and up with a treatment, so I'm gonna wait for it to sit for a bit and then I'm gonna take it off, and then I'm not sure where I'm going with it yet. I make my coffee. I discovered this creamer. I knew of the brand before, but I did not know they have pumpkin spice flavor creamer, dairy free. And so I picked one up and it tastes pretty good. I haven't filmed or edited in a while for obvious reasons, and so I'm just gonna finish drinking my coffee and see if I can get some editing done. I do have to go out and run some errands with grandma, and so that should be fun. But for now, I'm gonna see how much editing I can get before I have to get up and start getting ready for that. I washed my hair, trimming off, and now I have water dripping all over me. I am super late to go get grandma, so I'm gonna go ahead and do my makeup and change so I can go. So I have been using a concealer all over my face, and last week I watched a video from a makeup artist where she was saying that we're not supposed to use concealer all over our face, or at least we're not supposed to spread it out like it's a foundation. And so I decided to stop doing that, and I went back to my CC cream, which I never stopped using it. I just haven't used it in a little bit. I absolutely love this product. I love how smooth it goes on the skin and how much coverage it has, but it still feels light and has that minimal natural finish that I like. And bonus, it has 50 plus SPF. This is the look I decided to go for. It is a bit chilly out. I went for my Levi jeans. So these are the balloon style. I'll link everything down below if I can find them. They fit a little big, and so I added a belt to cinch them at the waist. My top is from Everlane. I got it a while ago, and I love how cozy and comfortable it is, especially when I want to layer. This moto jacket, it's a vintage one. I got it a little bit ago from a vintage store, and absolutely love how comfortable it is, and the fit I think is absolutely perfect. On my feet, I have this tan Converse. I got it last winter at the outlet. I love them because they have this nice and soft material inside that keep you nice and warm. For my accessories, I decided to go for my half moon shaped bag from Paul Paris, and my necklaces. This one is from Pamela Card, and the smaller one is from Majori. It is much later in the day. I woke up much later than I wanted to, but it's okay. I had my coffee and a pumpkin muffin that grandma gave me. It was really good, but it was very filling, and so I'm just now getting hungry. So I'm planning to make a Buddha ball or a version of it, and so I'm gonna do that right after I show you a couple of pieces that I got in that are newer. The first first piece is a pair of shoes that I've been eyeing for a while, and when we went to Tennessee recently, I decided to try them on in person, and finally decided to get them online, and here they are. Even though I got it over a week and a half ago, I haven't opened the box yet because the weather has been a little iffy. There's snow in the ground, and so I did not want to wear them in the snow. So I just kept them in the box, and so when I open it now so I can show you. These are the Dari Boots from Nisolo. They look like the Chelsea boots, but they don't have that elasticated band that most Chelseas have. They do come in different colors, and at first when I was browsing online, I was set on the tan ones, but when I went in person and tried both of them, the white one just won my heart, and so I went for these ones instead. Most of my shoes are black or in the neutral side, but I don't have anything as light as this one, and so I think it'll be a great addition to my wardrobe. Unfortunately, I do have to send them back and order a new pair because they're stained on both boot, and so because it's a light color, it's very noticeable. I did message the company and told them, so hopefully I get my new pair very soon. But other than that, I love the boot. They feel really comfortable. I've been looking for a pair of boots like this for years. I've ordered a couple and I sent them back because I did not like them as much. And finally, when I found the ones that I want, I waited for so long and now they have stain on the leather, which is fine. It happens, not a big deal. So I recently went back to work after being working from home for almost 2 years, and I was going through my wardrobe trying to put office appropriate outfits together, and I realized that I was lacking in the pants department, and so I wanted to get me a couple, and today I want to show you one of them. These are from J.Crew and they're everything I was looking for. I wanted something with a more color palette, but I still wanted to be a little more fun, and so I love the pattern on these ones. I love that they are elasticated on the back, so they're very comfortable, and so they fit me at the waist, which is very rare for me to find a pair of pants that fits me both on my hips and my waist, and these do. They are made in 100% wool, which is gonna keep me nice and toasty during the colder months. I love the length. I do not have to hem them, which is another plus. I just overall really like them. They're very comfortable. I love the fit. They go with everything else in my closet, which is, you know, major plus. Overall, very good pair of pants, and if they did have it in different colors, I would definitely get me a second pair. I want to show you a couple of looks so you can see how they fit. I wore something very similar to this last week to work. I wore a turtleneck instead of a low-cut shirt because it was very cold, and so I wanted something that was high neck to cover me and keep me nice and toasty. This jacket was gifted to me by my mom over 10 years ago, and my boots are oldies, 2-3 years ago I want to say, but they're still hanging and I wear them all the time every time it starts getting chilly. Here are the pants. They are a meat rise on me, so they hit me right on my belly button. They are in the fitted side, but still have enough room for me to move around and they're not constricting. This is a look that you can wear to the office, but also outside of it because the blazer is in the casual side. I do have a business casual dress code where I work, and so I think this is just perfect for that. But also, if I just want to wear something elevated outside of the office, I think this will work as well. Here's a more casual look. I threw a sweater vest over that same shirt I was wearing earlier and a pair of white sneakers instead of those black boots. I love the contrast between a pair of trousers and a sweater. I think it gives a little bit of that casual chic look that I like. It is one of my go-tos, especially during the colder months because it's super comfortable, but because of the trousers, it's a little more elevated. And depends on the shoes that you choose, whether you wear sneakers or boots that can either elevate the look a little more or bring it more in the casual side. Similar fit, different sweater. I love this one because those in the casual side, because it has a hoodie, it is 100% cashmere, so it has a texture to it, and the material makes it more luxurious and also feels super comfortable. I like that it's cropped too, so if I want to tuck it in, there's not gonna be extra bulkiness. I got the same shoes to give it in the casual side, but obviously if you want to elevate the look, you can change those as well. new day. It's pouring rain outside, which I do have to go and run a couple errands, but I might push them down to tomorrow because I really don't want to go in the rain and it's cold, which doesn't help either. So I have already made my coffee this morning and make some breakfast. I usually don't eat as early, but my niece is visiting and the first thing she asks for when she wakes up at 7 a.m. in the morning is, can I have some food? And so we made arepas, which is a Colombian, it can be a Venezuelan dish too, depends how you make it. And basically you make this dough out of this different type of flours that you can get, and you can add cheese to it, make the dough, and you can either bake it or fry it. I usually like to just spray the pan with coconut or avocado oil and just put them in there. You can add some toppings to it. Because it was for breakfast, I decided to go for a scrambled egg and leave it as that. My niece is very picky and like things very plain. When I eat it for lunch or dinner, I add a couple more things like refried beans and queso fresco, which is a Mexican type of cheese, but the options are really endless. My plan for today is to clean the house and organize it. I live to our new home in a new state in less than 2 weeks, which is crazy to think about. There's a lot that needs to get done, and so I'm a little behind. I wasn't feeling too well since I got back from my trip to Puerto Rico. I went home to visit my family over the break, the Thanksgiving break, and my niece has been ill, and now since I am sleeping with her, I'm ill. And so it's been a little tough for the two of us, and things are moving a little slower than what I want them to, but it is what it is. I'm excited to have her visiting for the holidays, and I'm just feeling really blessed to have her around, just a joy to be around, and I'm just really excited for her to be visiting here. I had a 5 p.m. direct flight out of Chicago, and though I could have taken 2 trains after the one I took, I decided to take an early one because I have missed a couple flights in the past and it's not a good experience, especially when it's international. And if you have connections, I didn't this time, but if you have connections, it's just a whole mess because the first plane needs to arrive way before the second plane leaves, and it's just not pleasant at all. I took the 8 a.m. train and I gotta arrive from home to the first airport here, and from there took a train, and that train was gonna leave me at a place in Chicago, and I was gonna have to walk a couple blocks, and mind you, it was freezing cold, and from there taking another train to the airport. But luckily on the way there I found this girl that was just standing outside asking people if they were going to the airport, and I overheard her asking, and I said, hey, what are you asking? And she was like, oh, I'm trying to get to the airport. I was gonna take the second train and I am running late, so I need to take a taxi, but it's super expensive. And so she's like, do you want to share a cab? And I was like, absolutely. And so that was just so great. We shared a cab. She was very nice and it was a nice ride. We got there and I was there nice and early. It was 10 11 a.m. It was super early in the morning because they are an hour behind. But I went and got some breakfast, got my coffee, and I did some editing work that I had to do. And it was just so nice to have all this time that you can, you know, do whatever but not rushing because you're about to miss your flight. It's just not the greatest feeling. Traveling alone, especially internationally, is so tricky because you just never know how far it's one exit to the next, and it's always good to take your time. It was a really quick trip. I got there on Wednesday night. instead, the next day was Thanksgiving. We planned to go to the beach and spend the day there with family, but it was raining, so we couldn't do that. Instead, we just went out for lunch. And then at night we went to a friend's house for Thanksgiving, and the very next morning I had to come back home. Te amo más, mi amor. It was nice to see family, even if it was for a little bit, and now I'm back home. So I wanted to share with you this lip oil that I got from Merit. It was gifted to me. I love this shade of this one. I've been using them for a couple months now. They reached out to me 3 months ago asking if I wanted to try their products, and so I did. Fell in love with it, and so recently they reached out again and asked me if I wanted a refill. I say yes. This color is called Sangria, and I think it's so lovely. The color complements my skin so well, which is always a plus. It is what I have on right now. I do have a lip liner underneath it just because I think it lasts longer. I find myself having to reapply less every time I use a lip liner underneath not only this, but every lipstick or lip gloss or lip oil. This is not a sponsor. The company did not ask me to talk about this in this video. I generally really like their products, and I love the shade of this lip oil. I struggle trying to find a red that looks good on me, that I feel comfortable, and this is a nice, subtle, simplistic way to add some red to my makeup, because I do have a very simplistic makeup routine, and I love the color for the fall, the winter, especially with the holidays. But honestly, this will look good all year round. This I got at Sephora this past summer. Is the number 35, and it's called Bad Apple, and it's just one of those very affordable lipsticks that you get from the Sephora brand, and it's like a reddish wine, very nice color, and it just matches this lip oil perfectly, which is amazing. I'm going to leave the vlog here. I hope that you liked. If you did, just give it a thumbs up, as it does help my small channel grow, as well as subscribing if you haven't. Let me know if you have any questions down below, and with that, I'll see you next time. Bye.